So I want to see what's new, other than the pretty coloring and moving plants in the water. That's nifty. Alright, well today is going to be not like my other videos. I'll actually have a topic list. Let's start out talking and asking how you're doing. What's going on, and how your day in life is taking you. My day yesterday started off real different. I know I don't have any listeners or viewers right now, but that's exactly why I'm going to talk about my day yesterday. My day when I woke up, I started with a pure sense and feeling of a painful anxiety. And, oh, cool, look at that. And with that, meaning that my final levels of anxiety went as follows. I start feeling panic and caged. Then I start having trouble breathing. And that all happened as soon as I woke up. I didn't know why. I guess if I'm going to start talking about my anxiety, I'll talk about... Oh, look at that. I'll talk about when I discovered it. Discovering anxiety was something, I want to say that I found out after high school and a little into college. Because what is anxiety without feeling like your life is over and losing your control? First off, what is anxiety? And then these things are not going to do anything. Okay, I might as well just tell myself. You're dying. An egg. Ah! Okay. This is anxiety. For me, I just thought it was a word that helped describe this suffocation feeling. It's an intense, excessive, and persistent worry and fear about everyday situations. Fast heart rate, rapid breathing, sweating, feeling tired may occur. Learning what that was changed my entire world. It made me feel like it has a name, and I'm not going crazy. It made me feel great. But that didn't end the rest of my feelings. Oh my God, you can get shells now. The rest of my feelings are as followed. Panic. And secluded, sorry. I felt trapped. And the trapped feeling started coming from middle school, I'd say. Maybe even elementary, as far back as that. Oh my God! Shit, they're dying. They're dying. Oh shit, I just killed the mama. No! Oh, that's sad. No, I'm sad. Anyway. Look at the babies! Sorry. Get off topic. Not like anybody's. I'm gonna start out from elementary and go from there. In elementary, you, as a girl and with friends are constantly asked the question of, who do you have a crush on? To this day, I'll never forget the guy that I had a crush on, mainly because I guess he knew about it. To let the person whom I've had these feelings for know. I had to tell them, and I did. And that I do have children. I apologize for it. There's nothing I can do about it. Okay, go play. No, I'm not crying. I have allergies, and it's just that time of the year. Anyways, I felt like I had to tell them. I felt like it was the right thing to do. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have, looking back on it now. They didn't do anything but tell everyone. Because they thought it was funny. Or, I guess that's what the boys did. Took secrets and spread them around. But that's what all boys do. Take secrets and spread them around for popularity. But girls are no different. Girls are just as bad. But I'm here to tell you that anything that anybody ever tells you, if you're in high school, middle school, whatever age you are listening to this video, what anybody ever says about you is dust in the wind. And you may not feel it right now. You feel like maybe your secrets are out in the world, but it's the end of your world. I'm here to tell you that when they're 60 or 70 or even on their deathbed, you still can't do nothing with words but make somebody feel bad. And that feeling is just a feeling. It's not poison, though it feels that way. Back to my stupid story when I keep branching off to something else. In elementary, I had a crush on a boy, and his name, I don't know if I'm supposed to say it, but not like anybody is ever gonna listen to this. His name was Edmundo Rivera, and I'll probably take this video down once or if I become more popular. He was the tall, skinny Mexican boy I had my eyes on for a long time. And for that long time, I felt like I loved him. But that's because I didn't know what that word meant. And I was stupid. But I was just a kid, so what can you do? Just have dreams. The fairy tale ones. Have a happy ending and take you to Neverland. To have become I can't remember everything I said to this boy. I'm pretty sure I freaked him the fuck out. Because in elementary, you're just a baby. And to say that word to another baby is scary. It makes you feel like they want to marry you right off the bat. And that's what I kind of wanted. I felt like I needed to get my life done with real fast. Because everybody told me that time is of the essence. They also told me that until I became a kid. Well, I fucked up on that part. Oh, well, that's because I'm scared of comments. Sorry. You can still message me if you'd like. I appreciate any kind of listening. I'm just ranting on about the world and about my life. It's really nothing important. I'm sorry if I'm boring you. I can try and fix it right now. This is my third stream and I haven't had the comments like messed up before. Weird. Let me see. I'll definitely check it out when I'm not streaming. I just go on this for a rant. I commented on my stream pickle, but it doesn't look like it's gonna go. Oh, it went. I don't know. That's weird. I commented on my stream pickle and it went. You can try commenting again if you want. I'd enjoy somebody, at least anybody listening. I completely lost my train of thought. But if we're getting on the topic, I have to look at my list of things to talk about. I was getting on to anxiety. I guess I could say I discovered depression first. And just knowing that it had a word to it just made the entire world feel like a rainbow, which is something I hadn't felt in a long time. Well, depression, that's something that's hard to explain because everybody has a different feeling about it. They have a different sadness. They go about it differently. Some people can handle it. Some people can't. I guess I was one of the people who couldn't. Depression came around middle school because that's when things in my family started to get worse. Did I have anybody to talk to? Yeah. I had lots of people to talk to. I had my friends, my sisters. I didn't have extended family like cousins, aunts, and uncles. Because, well, my family was secluded in a different city than everybody else. My mom and my dad chose each other despite what their family's choices were. So we were secluded. We didn't get a lot of visitors from family, and I felt outcast a lot, really. And that, I guess, added to the feeling of depression. After depression was a word that became physical in my mind, it started showing up everywhere. And not in just myself, but on TV, in my friends, in everything that I even noticed. I had a friend, and I'm not going to mention her name, but she, to this day, she's still, I guess, faced with depression. She doesn't talk to me that much anymore about her feelings. I feel like I guess I'm too nosy. I don't know. I guess I'm a bad friend in that case. But she started doing self-harm. And she said that in doing so, it helped her feel better. She wrote words with, I don't know what she used on her body, but she wrote words on her body so that she wouldn't forget what people told her that made her feel bad. So that I guess she wouldn't believe that it was her making herself feel bad or giving it a face. Hurtful things that haunt every girl's world are being called fat and ugly and, that kind of stuff. And I wish that when I was in middle school, I had the guts to tell her, or I wish I had the words to tell her, but I will say these things now because I thank God that I hope she's not doing this stuff anymore. I tell her that I love her, that no matter what, that there's always friends who are willing to help her feel better. Everyone who is willing to help you feel better. And if you have somebody who is feeling this way, you talk to them. Let them know that it's not the end of the world. Let them know that just because, I'm sorry about the kids, but just because the things that people are telling you doesn't have to be true. I feel like I'm messing this up really bad. I messed it up. Things people tell you are they should be in one ear and out the other, so that it doesn't bother you. Things people tell you are just words. God, how I wish that I knew that when I was younger, because words are really what affected me on my growth and my maturity and how I am now as an adult. I was going to do a castle, but it's just not coming out that way. The OCD is not helping me. Well, when that became something I noticed, I felt like, that's stupid. Why would you hurt yourself? And that played on my head forever because I knew it was wrong, and that if I started to do it, then it would make her feel like it was okay. And I felt like if I made her feel like self-inflicting was okay, then I'd feel like suicide would be okay. And that comes on to the next topic. Suicide is not a way out. And God, how I know everybody thinks that it is. Everyone feels like they can't handle it. And in this world nowadays, sometimes it feels like that is the case. But you have to be stronger to be. You have to be better than what the world expects you to be. You have to be willing to, if possible, change. If you feel like you're in a rut, if you feel like you're depressed, then change it. And I know how hard it is because I'm depressed still. I'm 22 years old and I'm still feeling this way. I've tried moving on and changing in so many different ways, and I can't even count. And if I had a penny, that's how confident I am. If I had a penny for every time that I tried to change my way of thinking and how things should be, I'd be rich. I would be filthy rich. But as my friend continued to self-inflict, I started to self-inflict, but all for the wrong reasons. The only reason I started to self-inflict was because in my household, I wanted attention, and I wasn't getting it. I had 3 sisters, and I wasn't getting the attention. I understand that now as an adult that getting attention from my parents was wrong. Well, attention for things that weren't bad was hard. back and redo my life. But the only thing you can do now is move forward at my age. I feel like I'm talking like an old person. I hope the music is not louder than my talking. Okay, let me see if I can fix it. Let me put this down to 50. Can I put it down to 50? Okay. So, self-harm, I felt like I was doing it for the attention I was lacking at home. I wanted attention, and I was looking for the negative kind, and I wish that I would have did something that my sisters were doing, like getting good grades and honor roll and all that dumb stuff that I thought was dumb. Probably would have been a lot smarter if I just went for it. But I felt like if I tried, then it would seem like I cared, and then the friends that I had would notice that I cared about things other than being bad, and I'd lose my friends. Did a lot of lying in school so that I made sure that I had friends. I was scared. The self-harm stopped after a little into high school because then I got more friends, different types of friends. And in these different types of friends that I acted like a different person around me. In my closer friends, I could feel like I could be myself, but if I really acted like my horrible self that I am now, I'd lose them. I was controlling, I was mean, and I'm stupid. I wish that I had some kind of self-assurance in myself. My self-esteem was brought down a lot by parents. My parents, I mean. A lot of things that I wish I could have said. I wish I had more people to talk to some days. Self-inflicting was something I really wish that I hadn't done, and that to this day I still do because I feel like it takes the hurt away. I'm not encouraging this just because I'm saying that I do it. I don't encourage it in any way, shape, or form. And if you're like me, but you have someone to talk to them. They can help you feel better. They can help you forget for the short moment how horrible you feel like your life is. Know that even if it's for a short time, you feel like no matter what, it's gonna keep happening. Your life is still gonna be the same regardless of the short time I had with my friends. Remember, not everybody has friends. Not everybody can talk to somebody. Not everybody can go outside, look at the world, and see that you have choices. At least you're not like me. I'm 22 years old, I don't have a driver's license, I don't have a car. Well, I have a car, but I can't go anywhere. I'm trapped to my home and the crying children that you can hear behind me. Depression made me think about a lot of things, and that even I was still not getting the attention I wanted. I felt like I had to force it. Yet if I had $1 for every time I wrote a suicide note and just kept it, I still have the box of suicide notes. If I had $1 for every time that I wrote one and discarded it, because death was something that I feared. It felt like pushing the off button on the console. It felt like I finally was accepting the fact that I wanted to give up. But I didn't. Boy, did I attempt, though. One day, it had gotten real bad. My parents were going to separate. My parents refused to pay any bills because they were angry at each other. And me and my sisters were caught in the middle. And in us being in the middle, that means that we had no power. The power was shut off. The cable was off. Pictures of our family were taken off from the walls and they looked barer than a desert. My heart felt drier than the desert as well. I remember this day like any other day. Like I could never forget. I was in my room, on my bed, there were candles on my dresser, and I was crying. I messaged my friends and told them that I wanted to take my life and that I was going to that night. I had scarves wrapped around my neck and on my bed. All I had to do was roll over and let my weight take care of the rest. They were telling me so many things and that I shouldn't have done it, that I don't do it, that I can't do it. They'd miss me. They'd feel sad. It would be horrible, that I shouldn't give up. I didn't, thanks to their words. And that made me move forward. That made me continue with my life, and it felt like things got a little better. To this day, not even my mom knows how many suicide attempts that I had. My sisters didn't know, or still don't know. No one knows except for those people I messaged that day, because I felt like I could trust them with my final words. They stopped those final words and opened up a giant book, like a dictionary that opened, that allowed me to fill it with more and more words that I was able to use throughout my day. I kept going. I went through middle school barely. I barely passed because I had already scratched up and messed up every single doorway I had for me. I had a goal and a dream. I wanted to be smart. I wanted to be successful. I wanted to be valedictorian because I felt like that was something that would make my parents proud, but it was already too late. Valedictorian apparently was something that you had to earn from being a little baby self in elementary. But even in elementary, I had problems. I had attention problems that I later learned would be ADHD or something that wouldn't allow me to sit still, and to this day sometimes gives me anxiety because I sit still. I moved on. I guess you could say graduated middle school because they have ceremonies. I graduated high school. All of those just barely. But then, even in the middle, I was faced with another problem. Not depression, but insecurities. I started to realize that there were other girls that were shaped differently than me. Other girls skinnier, prettier, taller. Even the short, skinny girls were looking good. And I looked at myself and I could only see fat. I could only see what was wrong with me. My acne, which was normal for teenagers, but I felt like it was more avid for me. And of course, you know, kids, they pick and choose things for you to be made fun of with. And they chose my face. I had severe acne because of hereditary issues. My family had acne. My uncle was wealthy enough to get rid of it at a young age. Lasers and whatnot, you know, science. But I still had it, and I had no choice. You know, with my face, can't take it off. I'm not a doll. Son, one day, it got too much for me. I went to my carpet after looking at myself in the mirror. I went to my carpet and I rubbed my face, my forehead, on my carpet as hard as I could, because I thought that maybe if I rubbed hard that all the acne on my forehead would come off. I went to sleep crying because I thought that I looked straight, just ugly. I look back at my pictures now and I'm like, dang, I looked so nice. Now I just look really sad and tired. But I woke up and I had millions and millions of scabs where the acne was. And my dad, oh no, I messed that up. My dad was like, hey, come to the store with me. I went to the store with my dad. I don't know why I did, because I looked horrible. But I went to the store with my dad, and he just had me run errands with him. And I had a lot of people look at my face. Everybody looked, but nobody said anything. I guess that's what he was trying to get across in a cold, sad way. That no matter what I did to myself, the world isn't going to change around me, or they're not going to say anything about it. Who knows? But I guess that was my first step into self-harm around middle school, was feeling it. But, oh shit, with the world. Oh. But I still feel insecure about my body, which is, I guess, why the reason I just don't leave my house. Even though I get all panicky when I can't leave my house. Anyway. Depression. I don't know. Living with depression was hard. And in school they tell you that you're supposed to talk to your family about it. Well, my sisters had their own mental problems. We were all messed up because of how we were living and how life was. How our lives were going. It was down a giant pitfall of mess. It doesn't get any easier talking about it. But I still feel like I should, because it makes me feel better. I have no one else to really talk to right now, so it feels better. Boys in middle school were something I always thought of. But I was labeled as the tomboy. And in my mind, that made me feel like I wasn't supposed to. It made me feel like I was supposed to beat up boys. So I did. I became a bully because I was bullied. I was mean. I shoved people. I scared people. I threatened people. I even threatened my friends sometimes, and that was really stupid. And I apologize if I ever get any friends listening, or if they're listening now. I was a mean person, and I'm very sorry. I hated it. I didn't want to be that way, but I felt like because I was labeled as a tomboy that I was supposed to act like that. I kept going on, and at the end of my middle school year as an 8th grader, I got a boyfriend. Philip. I won't say the last name, but let's say that. He was a football player. He was very fit, masculine. You know, the kind of guy that my sister said would only be right for me. I need a masculine guy to out-masculine my masculine. So I dated him, and I felt like I was actually being who I was supposed to be, a girl, by having a boyfriend. Stupid. We dated, and as soon as I moved to being a freshman, I finally met him. I saw him face to face, even though we talked over the phone and texted. I can't even remember. Oh, I remember. We met because he texted the wrong number, and I kept texting him because the area code was the same. We texted and texted and talked and talked. And then he said, love you. And then I felt like I finally did it, like I was done looking for quote, quote, Mr. Right. I felt like I didn't need to look. He was there. And he told me I'll love you always and forever, like the song. That was a lie. Later on learned in my freshman year of high school that everything that a guy would tell you is a lie. But not everything. Yeah. I should have noticed the signs. He started taking me to secluded places that nobody would go to kiss or make out or whatever. He, whenever receiving a gift from me, was quick, and then said it was because of football. Then one day, around lunchtime, I saw him, and he didn't come to me at my table like he used to, and I followed him, and he was with another girl. I should have noticed it when his uncle straight out ratted him out one time on one of our phone calls. He said, "Which girl?" And he quickly said, "Shut up," and I figured that's because he didn't want his uncle embarrassing him, but no, his uncle ratted him out, and I should have listened. But I saw him with another girl, holding hands, being sweet, kissing, and it was over. My little illusion. And of course I blamed myself. What did I do wrong? Was I not nice enough? Did I not give him all the things I was supposed to do? But it only ate me up for a short time. Because if I had a boyfriend in my household, it was like against the law. So it only ate me up for a short time, but that was not the end of all the boys. I had lots of crushes. And guys in high school are scared. Little scaredy cats. So I did a lot of the asking out. I did a lot of the being laughed at and rejected. And there's only so much you can take, you know. Then one day, I started to... Oh, what the fuck? Oh, shit. Oh, that's sand. Whoops. I started to notice one of my friends. He was a really good friend. And I feel horrible because I wasn't a good friend to him at the beginning. In middle school, I knew him. And we made fun of him a lot. Oh, shit. I started to notice that he was right with me with everything. He was right with me through everything. He was one of the people that I talked to when I felt like I wanted to take my life. He was with me after classes, lunchtime, 2 classes. And in senior year, I really started to notice him. I started to realize that the feeling in my heart was not just friendship. That I wanted to be more. And one day I was texting him. I told him I loved him. And he said, "I love you too," but if he said it like we were friends. I said it like I wanted to be there. He didn't get it. So it hurt for a little bit and I moved on. Because why dwell on a feeling that somebody couldn't catch on to? To this day, I still love that person, even more than friends. But unfortunately, it's too late. How I feel it is. They've got goals and ambitions and dreams of what they want to do, and I don't want to get in the way with my kids and my stupid feelings. I know they'll always be there for me, but I wish that I was with them instead of who I am. A lot of times. like my relationship is going in a downward spiral, like a crashing rocket. But, oh well. I don't think they'll ever see this video, to be honest. Anyways, I went on to the next person in my life. The one I'm currently with. He was quiet, shut out, innocent, and unfortunately for me, that's what I went for. The innocent type. Of course, there are many more boys before these that I'm mentioning, but I feel like I'm just gonna cut straight to the chase. He was emo-ish, and I felt like I could break him out of that, and if I did, then it would make me happier, and him happier, and we could have a happy life. Yeah. We dated for a year. Then we made the stupidest choice any girl could ever make. We took it to tier 15, if you're understanding the Adventure Time lingo. Yeah. We had our first kid at age 18, 19. My daughter. Whom I don't ever regret, but I wish I would have waited. I felt like I needed to move on, that my time would run out if I didn't have that, a kid. I felt like I was running out of time. I had baby fever bad, which was dumb. Why didn't I just get a dog like all the other girls? Stupid. But it happened, and I didn't go back from it. Though I could have. There were choices, but I made mine. And I almost died more times than once. I couldn't eat for 5 months because of the sickness. And after that, it was the happy times, I guess. I still have kids, 2 now. No choices of them. Yes. Yeah? Okay. I don't want to change anything but one thing in my life, which was I should have waited. I feel like every day when I think about this stuff, I could be more successful. If I would have waited, I would have been, had a house already. Maybe I would have been married. But then I also feel like that if I didn't go through with these choices, that the guy I'm with would have ended up dead. Because he was suicidal, like I was. And I felt like that if I didn't, I still feel like if I don't stay with him, he'll end up dead because he won't have anybody. His family wasn't family. So I feel like if I leave him, that he will end up dead. And that'll be my fault. He's nice. He's funny and kind and sweet sometimes. Recently he's been stressed out and that makes him angry and mean. But I mean, I'm no different. I feel like this is my prison for being such a horrible person in the past. So I'm keeping it my prison. I started to develop anxiety after I had Melody. What's her name? Anxiety took form in a horrible, horrible way. I also developed PTSD due to events that happened before she was born. So, the anxiety, I started to feel panicky. I couldn't breathe sometimes, and that's because I felt left out. major social anxiety now, which was weird because I never had it before. I was outgoing, I was loud, proud, and happy with everything that I was doing. Nothing I did, I second guessed. It's always but now I can't even be in a crowded space by myself. But deep down inside, I feel like I want to. I want to be alone. I want to go somewhere and do something that I love all day to myself. I want to be alone. But I don't want to be alone. I want to be alone with my friends. Again, like I used to. My first sleepover, like that. Where we were up all night talking, or just straight laughing about stupid things, going outside to fart and dumb stuff. They lied to their parents so they could spend the night with me. So we would have more fun. And that was genuinely the best day of my life. I don't get any more of those anymore because I live in a different city. They can't see me. They can't come to see me like I wish they would. That's some things about growing up. Even when you're an adult, you can't do things that you want to do. And that's unfair. In more cases than one. I understand that family is important, but when you get to my age, family should start to tell you that these decisions are your own, that you need to make your own choices, that you need to be free and go do what you have to do, make a mistake, end up in jail. Not to that extent, that far, but, it's an example. You need to experience life, not behind the walls of their arms that are there to protect you always, but you need to be an adult, you need to grow up, you need to go out, you need to do things that mark you as an adult. You get your driver's license, and that's your little baby step to it all. But what's the point of the driver's license if the only place that you really stay the longest at is your driveway? There's a big world out there that you can go and see. Don't be limited to one spot. If the biggest place in the world that you've seen is your living room, then you've got some growing up to do. If the biggest place that you've seen is your school's gymnasium, you've got some growing up to do. The biggest thing that you've seen is your college, and you still got growing up to do. You need to be there. You need to go out. You need to experience it. I wish I would. Driving. I know. That's how I'm feeling. Driving used to make me happy. Oh God, it used to feel so relaxing. But after I've developed this social anxiety, I start to feel like everybody is looking at me. I feel like everything I do is being looked at and judged and being told it's wrong. I feel like it all. So that's, I guess, a real reason why I haven't gotten my driver's license, on top of the fact that nobody will teach me. My sisters got lucky and learned how to drive even in the chaos. Took their driver's test, But it's too late for me. I don't have a driving instructor anymore. They all are gone. And even if I did, the only places I'd drive would be places I could practically walk to. And even then, I wouldn't like it because I don't want to be alone. Obviously, I can never be alone. I got my kids. Sorry, I'm checking time. How do I open the doors? I just don't know. Everything, welcome to the stream, by the way. Everything's wrong. It's just Minecraft with emotion, and there's lots of it. Oh, they left. Oh, well. I'm not trying to pull some feminist bullcrap right now. I'm just going to say that as a girl and as a gamer, we're faced with a lot of peer pressure. And not only just peer pressure, expectations. When you hear girl gamer, what do you think? You think it's big boob girl with glasses and a game controller and long hair, really fit or skinny? Or do you just think it's cool? It's been going on for a long time, so I've got this. I'm just gonna rant about it if you don't mind. I apologize if you get bored later on. I'm not that interesting sometimes. We get a lot of it. That's good. You are on the right track, my friend, to making girl gamers feel like normal. I feel like as a girl gamer, I have a lot of other people's expectations. A lot of people think, or when I was, still a brand new girl gamer, it felt like guys thought that, oh my gosh, girl gamer, that means that she's desperate and wants a gamer boyfriend. I did want a gamer boyfriend, but I wasn't desperate. I still had my personal preference in guys. And I'm not saying that, oh man, he had to be like, like Ninja or stinking PewDiePie or Vanoss. He didn't have to be like that. He just had to be nice and funny and sweet. That's all that I wanted. I gotta keep my attention. What the hell did I even build? But those expectations are what keeps me the same. And sometimes you might not find it. Love comes to you when you don't even expect it. The guy I'm with, I met him when I was in elementary school and I didn't even know it. I met him. Friend, I've been single for a long time before I guess you could say technically married. It's technical sense, but sometimes it's good to be single. I know you feel lonely and you're missing that gentle touch of the opposite gender or even the same gender Or if you're not, don't go by gender roles, then you're just missing that girl-boy feeling, I get it. And sometimes it's okay to be alone. Just let life go. Let life take you where it wants to take you. You're on a roller coaster. There's supposed to be ups and downs, twists and turns. There's going to be that. You just got to be willing to let it happen. You got to be patient with the world. Because I promise you, good things come to those who wait. This is from experience. Nothing will last forever. You will experience heartbreak, but that's just how life is. Is there a thing under the water? That's a straight thing. What is this? Oh, what are you? What, a zombie? There's a zombie! Oh my god, that's funny. But yeah. Sometimes it's good to be single. Sometimes I wish that I was still single. Because there are so many people that I wish I would have given a chance. Well, given a second chance, too. If you were listening to the beginning part, I had somebody that I realized now, I learned later on, unfortunately, when it was already too late, that they did have the same feelings for me, but they didn't understand what I meant. Look at all this crap. This is cool. I'm liking this underwater detail. They're bringing... Hey, what? What? Look at this. It's so cool. Straight. And you can go mining underwater now. God damn. This is cool. Man, I hate when I get off topic. Back to it all. It's just how life is. If you're into Greek mythology, you might like this story. I can't remember exactly the names of all Greek gods, but then they created, in the beginning there was people, and they were born in doubles. I think this is Greek mythology. I know it's a story. They were born in doubles, and one day, one of the gods got angry and separated them and spread them across the world. For a long time, you would not be able to find the person you were attached to. But in time, you find them. Destiny, life, fate, whatever you would like to call it, brings you to them. And when you meet them, you'll know. Because you've met your other half. Your significant other. Your prince, princess, gamer girl, gamer guy. The person you've been waiting for. They'll show. Because they do exist, and I promise you that. They exist. Right now, it feels like they only exist in your dreams. But they exist. For real. And they'll come to you when you least expect it. You'll be at a convention. You'll be at a gaming convention. You'll be walking down the street, and you could bump right into them. You'll never know. Someone will know. You'll get that feeling that you can't be without them. Like you have to see them again. And when you get that feeling, go with it. Like this water. Go with it if you feel strong. But don't look for the feeling. I know that sounds like really confusing in the way I'm proposing it, but let me put this in an instant where, in game-wise that I'm doing right now. Let's say you're this monster spawner, which is a weird and stupid analogy working, sorry, but it's what I have, and I'm thinking. You're this cage, and what this cage does spawns creatures, okay? you will constantly be spawning these. And that's what you'll feel like for a while. These, let's say, are your emotions. When you get up close to the person you think that is the one, you blow up. You'll blow up. They won't blow up right now because I'm in like God mode, but whatever. You blow up. Sometimes that won't always work. But that's fine. And you need to know that it's fine. You need to know that only time will tell when you will find that one that belongs with you. Only time can tell. But will you, the question is, will you be the one who's patient enough to let time tell you when? And if you're religious, will you let God get his plan together? There's a plan going out through time, space, God, religion, life. Life happens. Whether you're religious or not. Whether you're atheist, Satanist, you believe in something. If you're atheist and you don't believe in a deity, you believe in time. You believe in natural causes and science. And within these natural causes and science, you know that all you gotta do is wait. You can't make things happen. People try through dating apps like, I have no idea what's on right now. I know Tinder, and oh man, I feel like there's more, but I don't know. There is more. I know there's more, but I don't know. It happens. When you've experienced heartbreak, the first heartbreak, the one that makes you feel like you want to give up on life, you have to go past it. You have to not ignore it, because the feeling will be there, but you have to acknowledge it. This heartbreak is happening because you're hurt, because you feel betrayed, because you felt like you gave your whole entire world to one person and they threw it away. That's what it feels like. And I know. But you have to also remember that that's not the end of it. You didn't die with that. You're not dead. You can still keep going. No one should be the cause of you wanting to feel dead. And if they are the cause of you wanting to feel dead, then that means it's their fault. But it's also a little bit of yours. Life can't happen unless you make it. Oh my God, there's a fucking boat here. Unless you make it happen. I'm probably boring you with all the it's life talk, but it is. And it's also you. You are life. You are your own clock. You are the only person who can control the things in your life. Yeah, you say if you're still young and you have to listen to what your parents say, but even when your parents say it, you don't always listen. There will be one thing that you feel like you must disobey. And that's fine. But I mean, like, not fine to the sense that, like, hey, your friends tell you to go, oh no, my internet quality not sufficient for broadcast gameplay. That's great. I hope that doesn't stop. If it stops, then I'll start up another video. Still be Minecraft with emotion. But I wish I could remember what I was talking about. I'm sorry. Because I got a long list of things. Don't let people tell you you should do. Your friends are like, hey, you should smoke crack. That's a life thing. Oh, I thought this was a little pool. Sad. questions, I give advice to. I can. Sometimes I'm not God. I don't always have the answer, but I can help you find the answer in yourself. If you need that help, I can be your person to talk to. I won't be the person you can go visit to physically talk to. But who knows, maybe our paths will cross one day, and we will get that opportunity to tell. But till then, the comments are always open. You need that person to talk to. If you're feeling like the world has left you high and dry, and you can't even turn to family, then I could be there. Everybody always says I'm too caring, or that I get into everybody's business, but it's only because I don't want what happened in my family. I don't want what I experienced. I don't want that to be a problem for someone else. I've experienced, and though my life ain't over yet, I've got some good advice. I've got some words to say. And if you got words to say, comments are always open, and you can type whatever you want. Even if you want to type something mean, it's alright. Let it out. You're only being that way because you feel like it, and that's fine to feel. Recently, I got this dumb app that I really shouldn't have gotten because there's not any nice people on it. But I got it, and the only thing people are looking on there for is some booty. And I'm not trying to hand out this booty like it's a piece of paper or pizza. Smack the water. And some people even got so angry because I didn't want to talk to them, or I didn't want to give them a one-night stand, that they said that my husband, my first boyfriend, would cheat on me, or that he is cheating on me, or that I'm desperate, or I need attention. I don't need attention. I would like some attention, be showered with compliments, you know? I mean, who doesn't want to be told they look nice? Who doesn't want to be told that they're smart, beautiful, kind? Who does not want to hear nice things about themselves? And if you don't, then good for you. You are the bigger person in life. You are the biggest person who doesn't need that kind of self-recognition, and I'm proud to hear that you are that way. But I would like to hear it sometimes. Right now, I'm only a voice and a little picture from my YouTube channel, but I have feelings behind this voice. And though it may sound crappy due to the microphone, which I don't think I can fix. Well, I should be able to, you know. I'm thinking about it. There we go. I put it up a little louder. But don't put such high expectations on girls. Let's be real. It's 2018. Your women are going to come out chunky. Some thick bitch. Whoops, excuse the language. Some thick girls. There is zombies under the water. That's a thing now. You gotta be willing. You gotta be open-minded. I know you got a personal preference, but that preference is just gonna narrow it down. And that, by narrow it down, it means you can get some real mean, shallow girl who's also just into looks. And in their eyes, you might not be perfect. Don't put your standards high. Feel it. Feel for that. In that organ that pumps blood throughout your entire body. In that giant ball of nerves and the control system in your head. They communicate. Sometimes you can't you can't live without one or the other, aka brain and heart, if you didn't get the hinting. What the fuck? When you feel both of them finally in communication with each other, then you know that you're doing something right. To this day, I don't think that I've had that instant, because I always feel like the brain is working without the heart. The heart's working without the brain. Nobody's perfect, though. I know I'm not. Shoot, I got 2 kids and I'm only 22. I got people telling me stuff like, really? Why so young? Well, because I was peer pressured. I thought that if I didn't move to, third base, the intercourse of sense, that the person I'm with would leave me like all the others did. I didn't give them what they wanted, so they left me. And I felt like that was the same with this. And that's why I have kids, because that's what happens when you do that. Pig's trying to get on this light little rock here. Yeah, it feels nice. It's like pure ecstasy. But you got your choices of afflictions that come from it. That's why they always tell you to wait until marriage. So that way you're bound to one person. And you don't get the risk of having these things alone. You could either get, what the hell? You can either get a disease, a life-threatening disease, or, what the hell? What's the lab with this? And Medica, explain. How are you doing that? You get diseases or you get babies. And for me, I got babies. And that's not a bad thing. It just means that you skimmed through your book of life and went straight towards the end. Or not even the end. I missed. Oh, look, a village. If you feel like you're ready to start, making a family, then, the only person stopping it will probably be your bank account, because I can tell you right now from experience, pure experience, that kids are not cheap. I could buy a house with all the things that I've spent on these children, but not all of them were, forced buys. They're my choice buys. And when you get your kid, when you decide to start your family, it will be worth it. And you're just hoping that you can do everything in your power to do the right thing. Oh, I found a temple. Did I find a temple? I found a temple. Just keep going straight. Just keep going straight. Yeah. Ooh. Creepy. Everything is worth experiencing on your own. Everything is, and always will be, an experience. There's only so much you can do with it, though. Collab. Well, if that is the case, I am going to end this stream, because this is Minecraft with Emotions. Emotions Monday. You, I'm pretty sure, can see my gamer tag. Go ahead and send me an ad and I will join you up if you would like. The video has come to the hour mark, which means that it is time for me to end it. I hope that some of the words that I've said in this video resonated with some of you people. I hope that I helped. I hope that through my experiences and that some of my advice help you feel better. I hate the music just stops like that. And I hope that you don't give up and that you can be patient with the world. I just hope the best and save the best for last, always. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.